Welcome back. So in this video I'm going to show you how to do the linen stitch. Now linen stitch is the stitch that we're going to crochet this entire blanket in, so you're going to get very familiar with it. It's a really pretty stitch. It kind of creates sort of like an overlapping V on the row before, and it's quite a nice drapey material that's not too stiff, so it's perfect for a blanket. Okay, so you have done your single crochet row. You have chained 2 and you've turned your work, and all that means is you've chained 2 and then you've moved that back over to the right hand so that you're ready to work across this row now. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So what you're going to do for linen stitch is you are going to put your hook in the second chain in the row. So that's the 4th chain from your hook, but the second chain in the row. So 1, 2, 3, 4th chain from the hook, or 1, 2, second chain in your row. Okay, so you're going to insert your hook, and what you want to do is make sure it goes underneath the whole chain. So move that one out of the way. As you can see there, you can see you should have 2 pieces of yarn on top of your hook, and that means it's gone right through the chain. And then what you're going to do, so exactly the same, you're going to do a single crochet here. So you're going to pull it back through. So you've got 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull it through like a normal single crochet. And then you're going to do a chain stitch. So that's single crochet 1, chain 1, and you're going to skip the next chain in your base row and work into the next chain. So you're going to put your hook in again, make sure it's gone under the 2 before, and you're going to grab your yarn and put it through. And you're going to do a single crochet stitch. And then again you're going to do a chain. So it's a single crochet, then a chain, then you miss a base row and you repeat. So I'm going to insert our hook, pull the yarn through, do your single crochet, do your chain stitch. And then again you're going to skip one and move into the next chain. You're going to work this all the way along the row. And what you'll see is you're creating little holes along the work. So you've got one here, here, in between everyone. So where you've done that chain, there's a little gap, and that is called the chain space. And then you can see this lovely little V pattern that's moving into our yellow there. So we'll just carry that along the row. Through your chain, on through, single crochet, chain. I'm going to skip one, move into the next chain, yarn through, single crochet, chain. And you skip one, and that means that this one here, this counts, this is your end stitch, this is where we're going to do our final single crochet of the row. What you're going to do is just going to make sure it goes through 2 pieces of yarn. It can be a bit tricky, this one, because it's a tight stitch. There you go, pull it through, do a single crochet, and you're not going to do a chain here. In fact, you're going to do 2 chains, because you're going to chain 2, and you're going to turn your work. So you're ready to work your second row. How pretty is that? Okay, so we've done our first row of linen stitch. I'm now going to show you the second row of linen stitch, and it gets easier from here on out, because do you remember in the first row we created those little gaps in between our single crochet? These are called chain spaces, so you should have a gap in between each of these little V's, and they are called chain spaces. So for this row, instead of working into a chain, you're going to work into these chain spaces, excuse me. So you've chained 2 and done your work, so now you're going to do linen stitch all the way across this row. So to do that, you're going to take your hook and you're going to put it into the chain space. You're going to yarn over and pull that through. You're going to do a single crochet and a chain stitch. And then the next space is here. So you're going to put your hook through that space, pull the yarn through. You're going to yarn over, single crochet, chain stitch. So exactly the same as we were doing before, but instead of going through the base chains, you're going through those chain spaces. through the chain space, pull it through, yarn over, single crochet, chain stitch. So I'll show you that slowly one more time. You're going to find the space between the two V's, insert your hook, and grab your yarn. Pull that yarn through. So you've got 2 loops on the hook. Going to yarn over, put it through both, that's your single crochet. Then you're going to yarn over and put it through that single loop for a chain stitch. There you have your second row.